Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. I very welcome my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. And hello and welcome to my initial thoughts of Doctor Who Season 12, Episode 10, The Timeless Children. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash that like button and follow me over on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. Wow, my head is all over the place. Did I like it? Did I like it? That was absolutely compelling. And instead of destroying the canon of Doctor Who, it's expanded it. Yes, right now, all over the YouTube stratosphere, you've got the fandom menace telling you that Chibnall's a hack, that Chibnall's destroyed Doctor Who. No, Chris Chibnall has made Doctor Who better in this one episode. Do I have issues with season 12? Yes, the similar issues I had with season 11. In some episodes, things grind to a halt. It's not incredibly entertaining, and he needs to improve on that. But ultimately, season 12 is better than season 11. The arc improved everything. Spyfall episodes 1 and 2, Fugitive of the Judoon was one of the most amazing episodes that blew everyone's mind. And we were just waiting for that finale. Not because we weren't interested in the other episodes, like the fandom menace was saying, but because it was so exciting to find out what was going on. Now, in terms of the reveals, I kind of predicted them, and you can go back to my other Doctor Who videos to see that. So basically, the Doctor was dumped via a portal or something somewhere. So the Doctor is from another world, another universe. This Gallifreyan explorer found the Doctor as a female child. As she brings her up, another kid pushes the Doctor as a kid, or the Timeless Child, off a cliff. I'm assuming that's the Master, but I don't know. They didn't really expand on that. And then that's the Doctor's first regeneration. This explorer experiments on her. She uses the Doctor's DNA, and then she is able to regenerate. And then they build this society on Gallifrey, but they limit the regenerations to 12. But what's interesting, if the Doctor, obviously, is the host of these regenerations, I'm assuming the Doctor's regenerations aren't limited. But according to the time of the Doctor, they were, and the Time Lords had to give the Doctor more regenerations. I can't explain that. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm in Cyprus, so I could watch it, but without saying too much, it cut out in the last minute. So I pretty much saw everything apart from this so-called cliffhanger ending that I don't even know about. So I'm not going to react to that. I'm just reacting to the rest of the episode. So the Doctor is not from Gallifrey. She is the Timeless Child. Sacha Dhawan, and I don't want to hear in my comments, I don't want to hear on my Twitter timelines, whether it's on Instagram or Twitter, that Jodie Whittaker can't act. Jodie Whittaker's always been able to act, but it's been really hard to get used to her Doctor. It has, and it's always difficult to get used to a brand new Doctor, right? But tonight she was amazing. But Sacha Dhawan as the Master, he's insane, he's devilish, he's a genius. And let's get it clear, the Master isn't dead. Right, basically there are multiple versions of the Doctor out there in the Doctor's past. So yes, there are pre-Hartnell Doctors, and we don't know all of them. Now, obviously, Dr. Ruth, the Ruth Doctor, is the Doctor. We still don't really know where in the timeline. Jodie's Doctor actually mentioned that maybe the Time Lords forced the Doctor into being a child again and again and again via regenerations. So there's that as well. But there's multiple versions of the Doctor that we still haven't met. That's brilliant. What that means is the next Doctor could be a past incarnation. But even if it's not, there is potential for Doctor Who spin-offs. Rather than having spin-offs about other characters that no one's interested about, like Class, right? Enough said about that, the better. you can have spin-offs about previous versions of the Doctor. And you know what I loved about tonight? When it kind of went off to the other scenes with the companions, it actually worked. It was actually good. I didn't find it boring. I didn't feel that they sidelined the Cyberman that much. They were sidelined because this was a big story, but they were there. Now, I suppose I'm disappointed a little bit with the lone Cyberman because I felt the lone Cyberman was really sidelined in this episode. The Master shrunk him, and that's basically the last we saw of him. Now, he was a miniature, and they used him as a plot device via, blowing up Gallifrey. But at the end of the day, I think the lone Cyberman deserved more. The lone Cyberman deserved to be the future of any other Cyberman story. So that was pretty disappointing. But in terms of the rest of the episode, honestly, I'm going to do a proper review. I am. We're going to be talking about this on the DC. That's my other videos, my Doctor Who daily videos every day this week, because that was Chris Chibnall has changed everything. I wasn't surprised by what he did. I predicted it, but I think it's great. And when the Master tells the Doctor that she's the timeless child, the way it was directed, Whittaker's acting via the Doctor's reaction was amazing. And to see her acting and saying, this is my life, and I deserve to know what happened in my life. And then when she does the whole thing with her head, and you see the previous Doctors, you see Captain Jack, you see River. Now, a lot of people are talking about the Morbius Doctors. I don't know who the Morbius Doctors are, so I can't really discuss that. But if that makes classic Who fans happy, I'm happy, because it's very difficult to make the classic Who fans very happy. And my first experiences of Doctor Who are through the classic era and Peter Davison. But I don't know the classic era so well. For me, it's about Doctor Who the movie. For me, it's about the revival. That's what I know really, really well. I have seen I have seen An Unearthly Child many, many times, and I love it. I want to see some Troughton episodes and Pertwee episodes and Baker episodes. I really do, because I want to know Doctor Who as a whole. But I don't think that Chibnall's ruined anything. As I said on the top of the video, he's expanded upon it. The dynamic between Sacha Dhawan's Master and Jodie Whittaker's Doctor was sensational, and it just works. I love the scene with Mandip Gill and Bradley Walsh, between Yaz and Graham, when he peps her out and says how brave she is. That's amazing. And he asks if he's offended her, and she goes, no one's ever said such a nice thing to me in my life. Wow, you just wanted to hug her and tell her that you loved her. It was amazing. The only thing I would say is I want more screen time for Ryan in season 13 and in the special. And talking of the special, because I've already forgotten what it's called, but I've got it here. Let's have a look. Let's confirm this. Yes, so basically it's Revolution of the Daleks. Now, we do have a bit of information on this, and I do have to go on my Instagram because I want to read it out to you. So if we go on here, where are we? No, that's not it. Hang on. Let's find it for you, because there's a bit of a write-up. So if we go on this, yeah, right, here we are. So Festive Special will see the return of the Daleks, with the fate of the Doctor seemingly hanging in the balance, which that's the last bit that I missed. It cut out. Following the climactic ending to Series 12, Doctor Who will next return to screens for a special in the upcoming Festive Special season in an episode entitled Revolution of the Daleks. Following the latest series, which was packed full of shocking twists, turns and surprises, the one-off special will see the return of one of the Doctor's biggest and most feared enemies, the Daleks. Showrunner Chris Chibnall said, "We can't leave the Doctor there on that cliffhanger." Well, we did, but rest assured the Doctor and her friends will be back for a one-off extended special around Christmas and New Year. I don't know when they're going to put it on yet, otherwise we'd tell you. There will be Daleks, there will be exterminations, thrills, laughter, tears. You know the usual. See you at the end of the year. Charlotte Moore, director of BBC Content, says, "I can't wait for the Doctor to go into battle with the ultimate enemy in this year's Daleks festive special." Wow. So basically, that's what you're going to be getting. It's going to be amazing. I'm really Revolution of the Daleks. That's a great title as well, and I think that really does, you know, it gets the juices flowing, doesn't it? But that was amazing. That really was. So what we don't know still is where the Doctor actually originated from, right? Because if I remember rightly, my memory's never that good. So she came from some portal. She was found as a child, but nobody knows what the Doctor's origins are. And the whole thing about the Master is he's disgusted that he's got part of the Doctor inside him, because basically, because he was a Time Lord, they had to give them the ability to regenerate, which originates from the Doctor's DNA. And yes, the Doctor is Brendan. We didn't really see much about Brendan, but basically, Brendan is also the Doctor. What we still don't know, and there's still a lot of mysteries here. So when did the Doctor decide to call himself the Doctor, right? Nobody knows. So there's still mysteries there. There's a lot of things we still don't know about the Doctor. So what Chibnall has done, he's given us a bit more, and he's given us an origin story, but also he's left several questions and several mysteries there. But this episode was absolutely fantastic. This is what you want from a season finale. A cliffhanger, which I need to see because it cut out at the end there, unfortunately. Very frustrating. But also the whole episode was so climactic, so exciting. It was amazing. And we saw the fam come back in a different TARDIS, which looked like a house. So the chameleon circuit was working. The Doctor's in her TARDIS at the end there, and something happens, then it cuts out, and I missed it. So I need to catch up with that. But absolutely amazing. There's so much to discuss. But in terms of the divisive kind of nature of the episode, and it being confirmed that actually there are pre-Hartnell Doctors, it doesn't bother me in the slightest, because I always thought about it and always thought there were pre-Hartnell Doctors. And in fact, that makes absolute logical sense to me. This show is unbroken. If you don't want to watch it anymore, that's entirely up to you, but you will be missing out. Doctor Who goes from strength to strength. It isn't going to go anywhere. Bring on the revolution of the Daleks. That is going to be amazing. And hopefully Captain Jack will be there as well. Because if Captain Jack, John Barrowman, MBE, and Jodie Whittaker are actually together in scenes, that is going to be something to savour. Please let me know what you thought of this finale. I thought it was everything it needed to be. It changes the direction of where Doctor Who's going to go now. But wow, it just makes things even more special. Comment down below, like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back with the review of Doctor Who, The Timeless Children. Can't wait.